It appears Germany has decided to retake her place at the forefront of aerospace design and development. The Bundeswehr commissions Polaris to develop a reusable hypersonic aircraft. And in another headline, Germany plans hypersonic craft to counter China, Sheikh Army, and space tech. The new hypersonic aircraft is intended for both scientific and military duties and should be ready for duty by 2028. Germany's history in aerospace development and design goes back to the beginning of aerospace development and design. And after World War II, clearly that was knocked back. But before then, Germany was at the cutting edge of design and development of aerospace engineering. And it appears that they are wanting to take their place again with countries like China, who just announced that they had a hypersonic transport prototype fly at Mach 6.5. Whether you believe that or not, that's up to you. The lead researcher of the project stated that it was a 20-minute flight, but it addressed a big problem for aircraft designers, he says to Interesting Engineering. Scientists in China have announced that a jumbo jet prototype built by them had managed to reach hypersonic speeds, Mach 5 and above, during a test flight. Again, grain of salt. I'm not calling them liars, but hypersonic is not something that has been easily achieved by anybody. It has been achieved multiple times, but it's not easily achieved. And to do so with a large jumbo, as they called it, jumbo jet prototype. That's the words from Interesting Engineering. Grain of salt. And other countries, they're deciding to join, like the United States, which has the X-43, allegedly the SR-42, the X-15, the Quarter Horse, the X-1, and I'm sure multiple other programs that are just not being publicly stated, such as Aurora. Obviously, I mentioned Son of Blackbird, and I'm sure there's 1 or 12 others that they're not mentioning. But getting back to the German article, getting into some of the specifics about this, it's pretty nice. This prototype measures 8 feet in length and is a technologically simpler version of the larger and heavier Aerospike demonstrator, Mira. The aircraft's primary goal is to thoroughly evaluate and optimize Mira's flight control systems. The vehicle features 4 electric ducted fans for propulsion against Mira's 4 kerosene-fed jet turbines and liquid-fuel linear Aerospike engines. I remember the Aerospike. The Aerospike was going to be the engine used on the successor to the space shuttle, if you remember. That was basically a flying wedge with a giant Aerospike engine. An Aerospike engine is a little bit different of a rocket engine, and I found a really great 1-minute video that explains what an Aerospike engine is, why it's different, and how it's useful in a program such as what Germany is doing.
How do Aerospike engines work? At sea level, the high ambient How do Aerospike engines work? At sea level, the high ambient pressure pushes on the exhaust gas of a conventional rocket engine, keeping it in a straight line. But as the altitude increases, the ambient pressure decreases, causing the exhaust gas to expand. That sucks, because rather than going straight down and pushing the rocket along, the exhaust gas goes sideways, making the rocket engine less efficient. The Aerospike doesn't have that problem. The air and the spike work together, creating a virtual nozzle which shape changes as the altitude increases. It is adapting to keep the efficiency high at all altitudes. To now ensure proper flow of propellant, we add pumps. To power the pumps, we add a turbine which itself is powered by a gas produced inside a gas generator. After powering the turbine, the gas flows through holes at the base of the spike, producing some additional thrust. So Aerospikes are pretty cool, even though they have some problems.
Which was one of the main reasons they did not become the successor engine to the space shuttle, besides the incompetence of bureaucrats and their inability to successfully manage a program. But that's a different video all to itself. But this one, Germany is reclaiming her place at the head of aerospace design and engineering. POLARIS Spaceplanes plans to develop the prototype of a fully reusable spaceplane by 2028 that can transport 1,000 kilograms into space, a company spokesman explained. Alternatively, the aircraft could be used for reconnaissance missions in and outside the atmosphere. The concept is based on using a jet engine for launch and later launching an Aerospike rocket engine, as we already saw. And this is a video from their YouTube page of the demonstration of the actual flight. I have it muted for copyright reasons. That's a pretty damn nice test body. And this is it doing glide testing. They do mention in the article that it has successfully completed multiple glide tests. Multiple glide tests. And they expect to have multiple glide tests completed by the end of this year, and a flying operational, as you heard, in 2028. I'm just taking a moment here to look at some of the images of the flying body itself. Looks good. It's a beautiful, beautiful design. And wherever you see the word Germany and Bundeswehr in these articles, think EU. Mach 5 plus speed, EU plans hypersonic craft. Because on March 6th, there's going to be a major announcement about European defense, and I would expect within the next 5 years to see an EU army formed. I've said there's been multiple videos on this channel saying that. So, Germany and the EU, but Germany in this case, is taking her rightful place back at the head of the line of aerospace engineering and development. I'm excited to see it because I do think that hyperspace would be great, wouldn't it? Talk about sci-fi. But hypersonic travel would be a leap in human evolution. Being able to go from Beijing to New York in an hour would be incredible. Would be incredible. Game changing. Hopefully peace bringing. But Germany, taking her place back amongst the world leaders in aerospace engineering and design. I think it's a good thing. It's going to be a good thing for humanity as long as we don't start hurting each other with these weapons. Let's use them for peace. We could really do something special. Multiplanetary species would be great. But for now, that's it. That's all I got. I appreciate you coming in here, listening, and checking out this breakthrough in technology, and probably in the pride of Germany itself, reclaiming its space at the top of the heap. I appreciate you swinging in. You have yourself a good day. If you liked it, hit the like. Maybe subscribe. Share it with a friend. Get the news out there. Germany's back in the aerospace game. And by proxy, so is the EU. You have a great day. Thank you.